Welcome to the Shreveport Connection with Tommy. This video is on the non-reports from the correspondence from the TNA tapings. The guy instead went to, on Monday night, he went to the Raw tapings, and then he went to the SmackDown tapings on the following night. So there is no report, but here's some TNA news. After parting ways with TNA Wrestling last week, Big Papa Slump, Scott Steiner slammed the organization's creative heads Monday afternoon on Twitter. He said, can somebody send TNA's booking team of Pritchard, Hogan, and Bischoff videos from Ring King booking Hogan in a sex tape won't help ratings. What an embarrassment to TNA and Spike TV. Brother? Well, that's what he wrote via text message. After being excluded from the last set of Impact tapings, Angelina Love stated a couple days ago on Twitter that she will appear on this week's shows. She has not appeared for TNA since February 27th tapings. To correct an earlier report, Sarita will be on hand for this week's tapings, according to the official Facebook page, or her official Facebook page. She is being erroneously advertised for a CMLL event tonight in Puebla, Mexico. Well, that was earlier this week. Christy Hemme will perform with her band, Hemme Powered, at House of Blues Orlando on Saturday. Details are available on her website. TNA executive Bruce Pritchard is not at TNA tapings again for this week as well. He hadn't been at the last month and a half. Pritchard is still recuperating from a pair of heart attacks that he suffered last month. There was some speculation that he would return at the tapings this week, but he was not at the shows, and there was not a full report from the Impact tapings. They just gave some brief spoilers on the stuff, such as this. As of Monday afternoon, the plan was for Hogan to open Monday's Impact Wrestling taping with an in-ring address for the entire roster of TNA Impact Wrestling. One source noted that Hogan is slated to announce some big lockdown pay-per-view matches, such as you will hear in just a few seconds. TNA is advertising that Hogan will address the roster, but I thought I'd pass along the extra details I've heard about the segment, which will air on tonight's episode of TNA Impact Wrestling. And TNA also advertising the return of the Motor City Machine Guns, and I have confirmed that Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley were backstage on Monday's Impact Wrestling tapings, but no results. TNA star Kurt Angle spoke with WTAE TV in Pittsburgh regarding a hamstring tear that he suffered in training for the Olympics. And he's quoted by saying, I went in for a shot, and when I pulled out, my hamstring popped. And when that happened, I knew it was good. It wasn't good. Angle said, if this is a tear, my whole leg will turn black and blue, and then I have to go to rehab for at least 3 to 4 weeks, and we'll be out of professional wrestling for that time, and the trials are only 3.5 weeks away. To read the full story, go to WTAE.com, and there's a video on that spot. His speech. There was also video footage of the Angle interview with him making the same comments that are listed on another thing. It also stated that Angle's status for TNA Lockdown pay-per-view is unknown at this time, and this news was sent by Ben Hall from .net Reader, which was ProWrestling.net. Thanks for him sending that story in. And earlier this week, TNA President Dixie Carter announced by Twitter that Sting has signed a new deal with the company. And it's none other than a talent contract. A TNA source says that this is part of a storyline only, since he has signed a talent contract and is no longer the general manager of Impact. Sting is signed with TNA through the end of this year anyways. The following matches and events are advertised from Monday's Impact Wrestling tapings. Hulk Hogan takes over the general manager and addresses the entire roster. Motor City Machine Guns make their returns. Eric Young has his bachelor party. Country music group Montgomery Gentry will be in attendance and will be in James Storm Corner, probably doing his entrance theme. Although all eyes are on WWE coming out of WrestleMania, this was a nice teaser lineup for Thursday television show with Hogan addressing the locker room and the return of the Machine Guns. Happy birthday goes to TNA star Jesse Sorrenson. He turned 23 years old on Monday. And here's a spoiler for Lockdown pay-per-view. It will be announced that Team Garret Bischoff versus Team Eric Bischoff will be one of the bouts featured at TNA Lockdown pay-per-view event. Team Garret will feature Austin Aries, AJ Styles, Mr. Anderson, RVD, and Garret, Bischoff. Team Eric will consist of Bully Ray, Christopher Daniels, Kazarian, and Gunner. The fifth competitor has not been announced yet, but if it will be, it'll probably be Eric Bischoff, since he's that way he can control his own destiny, because of the stipulation probably will boot this match. It will be, if Eric Bischoff's team loses, he is gone from TNA. This morning, Jose Canseco contacted Dixie Carter on Twitter about possibly running a program with the Hulkster, as she came back with possibly setting this up on tonight's episode of Impact Wrestling. And since there were no correspondence, there is no reports to deliver to the millions and non-millions of fans that watch my videos. And that concludes the Impact tapings for this and the following week. So stay tuned for Monday Superstars and Raw tapings or Raw live broadcasts. Thanks and peace out.